What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB. I know I'm late. Don't say nothing. We are here today, you guys, with a late review for Love and Marriage Huntsville. You guys, season 6, episode 29. This episode is titled Feeling Protected and Using Protection, you guys. Oh my God, when is this? Jesus Christ. When is this going to end? When is the season finale? Does anybody know? Like, if anybody knows when the season finale is, please let me know. And then if you know when the season finale is, please tell me how many parts of a reunion do we have. I know that Love and Marriage DC is returning January the 29th. So that's a little over, that's a month from now. So we will have that back. Let's, let's, so what I will say, this review is not going to be that long, so we can briefly talk about DC. I think that that is completely unfair and it was completely mishandled by whoever, right? Because the footage that we're going to be seeing is from last year in December, and they also filmed earlier this year around March. So we're seeing almost for part of the season, we'll be seeing a year old footage, and then after that, we'll be seeing footage from months ago. So I do feel bad for them. And I know I saw Ashley. She was on Twitter last week. And I guess she already getting ahead of it because the trailer, it didn't look that good. It wasn't bad, but do I remember everything that happened in the first half of the season? No. And the crazy thing is for them, they have already, filmed a reunion as well. So they've already they lived this stuff once, and now they're going to have to go through the process of watching it. And then once they get to the reunion, stuff has been squashed or not. Because here's the thing, I think at this point, like, Ashley's and Arena ain't cool with each other, but Ashley's cool with Winter and all that kind of stuff. It's very interesting, but hey, it is what it is. Now, Love and Marriage Huntsville, you guys. This episode, we're still in Houston, and we're still talking about the same shit from last week. And I was just sitting here thinking to myself, like, wow, why are we still discussing the same shit from last week? I was just sitting here thinking to myself, Jesus be offense. I don't care about any of this stuff that we're talking about. Like, I just want it to end. So Stormy and Courtney, they finally arrived, and they have their son Chess. Is his name Chess or is his name Chet? I think his name is Chess. So they arrived. Now they're not going to be staying there. They have a babysitter, and that's why they ended up leaving, because the babysitter had arrived, and they went to go to the airport to get her. And the group said, "So you guys are not staying here with us?" And they said, "Nope, not staying here with y'all Negroes." And then what else happened? Marceau was joking about watching their son, and Courtney was like, "Nah, man, you don't even watch your own kids." And Marceau got in his feelings because of that. And he felt like Tisha had went around and told people, the fact that she took a pregnancy test. Now, what I want to say is I need this conversation about, there are two conversations that I need to cease at this point, right? The first conversation that I need to cease is the conversation about Letitia Marceau and his pregnancy test. The next one that I need to cease is this conversation about Kimmy, Maurice, and Kimmy, Maurice, and Kimmy, Maurice, Kimmy, Maurice. Oh, and Carlos King in that interview, because we've talked about the interview ad nauseum. Now, what I will say is very interesting about this situation is the fact that I asked this last week. When was this episode filmed in connection to them going on TGIF with, Claudia Jordan, Funky Dineva, and Al Reynolds? Because on there, she kind of defended it, but on here, she ain't defending it. She's saying that, he didn't protect her and it looks bad. Which, yes, Kimmy, it definitely looks bad. But I wonder why did she, well, I guess I see now. I guess we can see now why she didn't say anything on the interview. It's because of the fact that they were still currently filming the show. So she couldn't really 100% say, I'm already. I don't know if she said it or not. I don't. One thing I don't do is I don't watch TGIF because I'm not a fan of Claudia Jordan. Claudia is not my girl. Ain't never saw her for her. Ain't gonna ever see her for her. No shade to it, right? So somebody also noticed that I think it was Nell Fletcher who noticed that Martell had a ring on his ring finger, and they were like, "Martell, what ring is that?" I was like, "Why are we doing this? Y'all know what that ring is. I'm pretty positive that is his wedding band." And I wondered why was he wearing it? Like your wife, your ex-wife, does not want you back. Excuse me, y'all. I don't think she wants you back, sir. So I think you're doing this for absolutely no reason. But okay, I mean, I guess. Leave it to Marceau to say, "Hey, y'all, let's cut this conversation short." I was like, "Leave it to Marceau, huh? Leave it to Marceau Scott to say, let's cut the conversation short." Let's pause here and move forward, you guys. All right, you guys. So Delving going backwards, we are talking about the pregnancy test, right? Now, I do love the fact that Melody defended, Letitia basically saying to Marceau, like, you doing all of this stuff, but Letitia always defends, whenever them rumors come out about you, she always chooses to believe you. But now you want to do this, and you want to pretend like you don't believe her, and you think that your wife is cheating. He says, "Well, I just believe the science. I believe the science." Sir, shut up. Like I said last week, the vasectomy is not 100%, it's 99.9%. Now, I did read something about that, and they said most vasectomies, if they do reverse, it reverses in the first year, right? So Marceau's had a vasectomy for quite some time now, we know that. But did Letitia think she was pregnant? Child, I don't even believe Letitia believed she was pregnant. I think she was just trying to be tongue in cheek. Now, am I gonna sit here and say I can see both sides of the coin, right? If these are symptoms that she experienced when she was pregnant with her kids, then you would just kind of want to rule out, let's hope Marceau's vasectomy didn't, reverse itself. But if it did, well, we pregnant. And so she ruled out the fact that they were pregnant. They're not pregnant. So I don't know why he's so upset about it. You guys are not pregnant at all. So it just didn't make any sense to me. But then I can kind of see where he's coming from, right? Like I said, it's not 100% because also in my reading, he read that it said you should wear, like, even though you do get a vasectomy, if you don't want to have kids, like, and I think this is like in the first year, still wear a condom till all the semen is out of the sperm, right? I guess. I think that's what it said. I can't remember what it said. I have to read it again. But yeah, I get where you were coming from. Does it mean that if your wife get pregnant while you have a vasectomy, does it mean that your wife cheated on you? Not that is not always that is not it. Again, the reason why nobody says 100% when it comes, especially when it comes to science, the reason why they don't say 100% because there's a margin of error, and so like with a condom, I read that it's 0.18% that you can still get pregnant, and with a vasectomy it's 0.15%. So between the condoms and the vasectomy, it's a 2% difference. So yeah, not 100%. Not 100%. There's a margin of error. But I do get it, right? If you do get pregnant and you got a vasectomy, you be like, wait a minute now, I got a vasectomy. How did this happen, doc? Because I got a vasectomy. And the doctor will tell you, no, it's possible, your vasectomy probably could have reversed. We need to take a look at that, right? And then, if the man wants to say, let's have a DNA test, child, it is what it is, right? And I feel like with a person like Marceau would absolutely say to Letitia, let's have a DNA test on this baby because I do not think that this is my baby. I think, and when it comes down to Letitia and Marceau wouldn't be able to handle it if Letitia, in fact, did cheat on him. his ego would be so bruised that he would end up divorcing her. I do believe that, right? So after that, we see the ladies. They got in a hot tub, and Mel. I guess she's saying she never really did stuff like this when she was married, and she also said her biggest regret with her marriage was being, having 4 kids with a man that never made her come. And they were like, "Wait a minute, so you never had an orgasm?" I mean, with Martell, it wouldn't be a shock to me because he definitely gives it. He's a selfish lover. You guys remember the man kept saying the reason that he cheated was because Mel didn't suck his dick. Like, we remember that, right? So I'm not shocked. So Kimmy once again brought up the interview. So she also said on top of the stuff that he said about sex, she also didn't feel that he protected her as his wife, which I agree, but he never does. So I don't know what Kimmy was expecting, but hey, whatever. This episode, like I said, got on my last damn nerves. It was annoying. I was annoyed. I wanted it to end because I just didn't understand what we were talking. It just felt like we were playing Ring Around the Rosie at this point because I was literally bored with the episode. Just being real, you guys, the episode was boring as hell to me. So, we're gonna start to wrap up the episode, you guys. Shall we? All right, you guys, the guys. We're still talking about Letitia taking the damn pregnancy test. Now Marcel wants to equate her taking a pregnancy test to if one of them came home with an STD. Sir, it's not the same. If either you or her came home with an STD, then yes, that means you guys probably, one of you slept with another person. Now, if you're having sex with your wife, then yes, again, you have a vasectomy. Again, the vasectomy isn't 100%, sir. So, go to hell. The only two people in this scene that had some sense was Chris Fletcher and Maurice. Martell is on Marceau's side. I was over it. Then Letitia and Marceau, they went into their bedroom that they were sleeping in. They got into it. He said that she was gaslighting him. I was like, well, I'd be damned if it ain't the pot calling the kettle black. It ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun, huh? Huh. It ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. But Letitia wasn't gaslighting him. So Letitia said fuck it, and she went into her room and to another room and slept there for the night. Meanwhile, Martell is sneaking some young lady into the house. He ain't got no respect for that girl, and she ain't had no respect for herself. Because this man is literally sneaking you in late at night. And look at her. I'm not judging nobody who does late night creeping. I'm not judging it because I have done it, right? Been there, done that. But at this big grown age, do I do late night? Do I do late night phone calls? Yes, I do, right? But I'm not sneaking. I'm a 30-something-year-old man, and I'm not sneaking somebody in my crib, like, because one, I'm not in a relationship with anyone. Yeah, nah. Even if I was on a trip with my friends, if I might want to, oh, never mind. Let me know what y'all think. I really don't care. Next day, Nell is letting Chris know that Kiki is coming. I was like, wait a minute, why do we invite Kiki? I know Kiki's part of the cast, but I think that's production. I think that's production that invited Kiki. Chris wasn't really cool with it because of the situation with Letitia, and I'm like, yeah, Letitia's not gonna be the happiest about that. But I gave you guys what I could give you with this episode. Like I said, it just really wasn't much to it. If you guys feel like I left anything out, or you guys want to add your 2 cents to it, let's do it down in the comment section, you guys. Because again, I ain't got shit for this episode. This episode was boring as fuck. That's it, you guys. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications, and share the video, you guys. And until the next time, stay safe, take care of yourselves, wash your hands, be blessed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.